Graduates, guests, and colleagues, I am delighted to welcome you to graduation. My name is Sharon Oakley from York Alumni Association. I have a few announcements to make before we begin so that you can relax and enjoy the ceremony. Graduates, an easy job to start with. Please check that your seat number matches the number on the back of your ticket, because you will be called to the stage in this order. If you discover that these do not match, our team of stewards can help you locate the correct seat. At the appropriate time, you will be invited by the stewards to stand and make your way to the foot of the stairs, ready to head up the stairs and across the stage. All very straightforward. There are two key things which make for a seamless ceremony. Firstly, as soon as the person ahead of you begins to cross the stage, please make sure that you make your way up the stairs. Please don't wait until they have passed across the stage before you reach the top of the stairs. Secondly, don't let excitement and pride overwhelm you so much that you forget to pick up your degree parchment after you've crossed the stage. If you do, don't worry, you will still have graduated. But please don't try to go back, because you will collide with someone coming the other way. Instead, please visit the graduation information desk in the Spring Lane building 30 minutes after the ceremony to collect your parchment. Graduands, you are asked to please raise or doff your cap rather than shake hands with the Chancellor when you are called on stage. And if you are wearing a face covering today, please feel free, if you wish, to temporarily remove it whilst you are on stage. And all of you, please do pause for a moment at the spot marked X in the center of the stage for that all-important photo opportunity. At the end of the ceremony, graduates are asked to process out of the hall directed by the stewards. Family and friends, the stewards will show you to the exits once the graduates have left the hall. If the fire alarm should sound at any point, please remain in your seats. Instructions will be given and we will show you to the nearest exit. Today, our graduating students become alumni of the University of York. You will join an international community of over 140,000 York alumni in 180 countries. York Alumni Association is a vibrant and active global network offering events, services, and opportunities designed to help you make connections with other alumni around the world and to support your career development. We will be there for you every step of the way as you embark on this next chapter. And you will shortly receive an email giving further details of the ways you can stay involved and connected. Please do follow our alumni social media channels on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and check out the Alumni Association webpage so that you know how to keep in touch and learn more about your life as a York graduate. As you get your first job or take up further study or training, please remember to keep us in touch with what you are doing. Understanding the career paths that you will take help us to provide the right support for current students and make sure we continue to offer graduates like you relevant information and opportunities. And please remember to join us for your celebratory reception following the ceremony in the Exhibition Center, where you will be able to celebrate your achievement with a complimentary glass of fizz and a selection of refreshments. Finally, can I ask that you all now please mute your mobile phones, and if you are comfortably able, would you please now stand for the academic procession?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this graduation ceremony here at the University of York. Please do take a seat. And that, on behalf of the whole university, is a genuinely warm welcome to everybody, to our graduating class from computer science, to friends and family who have joined us today here in Central Hall, but also to the many who will be observing this ceremony online. It's a very important day for those who are graduating. I just want, in my remarks, to make 3 points. The first is the nature of a graduation ceremony. As you can see, we take a team of the brightest people in the nation, we dress them up in their best clothes, and then we cover it all up in grey gowns and strange hats. And you may be asking, why would we do this? Well, one reason is that this is a universal ceremony. I've been to ceremonies like this in many countries in the world, and they all do the same. Why? Because it represents a stage in the life of a student, of graduating from a university and going on to a future, we hope, glittering career. But there's another reason which really strikes me, which is the reason we have these gowns bears a relationship to the medieval costumes of the ecclesiastical institutions, which were the early universities. And that, to me, is not just that we're aping history, but it symbolizes the enduring nature of universities. Some of our ancient universities across Europe have survived multitudes of changes of governments and changes of warfare and changes of borders and of boundaries, much of which we still see regrettably today. But universities have a continuity, and a continuity of commitment to the discovery of new knowledge and to its transmission to a new generation to use that knowledge for the good of mankind. The second thing to observe about the ceremony is that we're awarding degrees today across an array of areas within computer science. We're awarding degrees at bachelor's level, at master's level, and a number of subspecialties within master's level. But we are also awarding a number of PhDs. And PhDs within a university circle, a Doctor of Philosophy, is an award which is only given after at least 3 years full-time hard work, drilling down, trying to devise new knowledge and generate new knowledge and new understandings. I have a particular penchant for those who come forward for the award of a Doctor of Philosophy. So, secondly, computer science. In my thinking about how I might talk about this at this ceremony, I was asking myself, is there a single area of activity within the university that has changed so much in the last 50 years as computer science? I didn't even need to say the last 50 years. I could say the same as the last 10 years. I know that you have colleagues in the department who started thinking about computer science with punched cards. I can actually remember, the first ZX Spectrum on the BBC computer and the Commodore and the Atari, which introduced me and my children to the beauties of computing, learning BASIC. You may not remember what BASIC is, but certainly a few years ago it was all the rage. But today, is there any other discipline that has changed so much and is changing so fast? Because when I think of all the other disciplines across this university, I can't think of one which is not affected by computer science. Let me just take one in particular, which is a personal fascination of mine, which is to do with medicine and to do with healthcare. It was in 1953 that Crick and Watson first characterized the dual helical structure of DNA. It was in the year 2000 that a combination of American and British brain power and computing power managed to first sequence the human genome. It cost $1 billion and it took months to succeed. Today, we can sequence a human genome overnight and it costs about $100. Sorry, that's the actual cost. The price charged by the sequencing companies is many multiples of that. But just think of the explanatory power that computer science has given us around the very essence of life itself. Indeed, the NHS has just recently been announcing that it proposes in due course to sequence the genome of every newborn child so that we can better understand the health prospects and how to adapt living circumstances for future generations. But it doesn't stop there. As we take computer science and analytics further into the fields of artificial intelligence, I can see right across healthcare already it's there. If you were, for example, now to have an eye scan, optical thermal, I'm getting the words wrong, ophthalmology, that can be treated through computer assessment, which is accurate to a 95% accuracy rate for 40 different ophthalmological diseases, at a fraction of the cost of high-powered clinicians being able to review the same digital images. We can do it in eye disease, we can do it in heart disease, we're increasingly going to be able to do it in cancer. And it's you, it's the computer scientists who are going to be driving forward our ability to improve healthcare and the lot of human beings for the future. So let me then turn to my third theme, which is actually you. It's our graduating class. We could not have imagined when you joined York that your studies would have been disrupted by the most appalling pandemic that we could ever have conceived of. It just was beyond our understanding. And by the way, it was computer science that helped us to characterize the virus, helped us to deliver the vaccines, develop the vaccines, to deliver the vaccines, to get vaccines into arms. None of that could have been done 10 or 20 years ago with the efficiency and the speed and the cost that we were able to do it. But I make this point, which is that it's been a hard time here at this university, as at every university, as that dark cloud of COVID descended upon us. And your presence here today and the presence of my colleagues on the stage, I find very moving. I find that your resilience has brought us through. It's also your sense of community, of working together and of joining together in celebrating today what it is that you've achieved. Don't let anybody pretend that what you've achieved is trivial. It is absolutely enormous. And we're today immensely proud of you and happy here to celebrate your achievements. So, it's a graduation ceremony. It's got a formality. Those who come across the stage, and it's a tricky little channel, those who come across the stage as graduands end up at that end as graduates. But it's a formal process. But for goodness sake, it's a celebration. You are not on mute any longer. It's a celebration, and we are here to celebrate your achievements. I declare this congregation open for the conferment of awards. Thank you very much.
Dr. Katrina Atwood will now present awards for the Department of Computer Science.
Chancellor, I have the honour to present the following candidates. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science, for research in outlying user performance in usability tests, Hend Albasam. For research in improving performance of protein model synthesis, Imad Al-Harbi. For research in curriculum learning with a progression function, Andrea Basic. For research in protecting Internet of Things networks, Philokipros Iulianou. For research in embracing machine learning in safety assurance, Yanjia. For research in quantum target detection, Athena Kasa. For the degree of Master of Science by Research in Computer Science, Tianda Sun. For the degree of Master of Science in Computer Science, Mehdi Muntana Al-Hassan. Alexander Brennan. Luigi Bruno. Catherine Boos. Ryan Fuller Nadine. Mirren Malcolm Neal. Neil Wyatt. For the degree of Master of Science in Computer Science with Cybersecurity, Andrew Cook. Rohit Gulati. Jade Hutchinson. Christopher Kendall. Carlos Retamero Diaz. Daniel Scott. Suit Yi Tong. For the degree of Master of Science in Computer Science with Data Analytics, Daniel Adams. Michael Ebbs. Kieran Henderson. Ben Hopper. Emma Houghton. Shakib Kitmito. Aaron Lowe. Tomas Macera. Madiha Natsir. Anne Ramers. Andrew Steen. Alexandra Variuta. Elliot Wilson. Stefanos Zagoras. For the degree of Master of Science in Cybersecurity, Asil Mustafa H. Filimban. For the degree of Master of Science in Human-Centered Interactive Technologies, Arthur Lee. For the degree of Master of Science in Safety Critical Systems Engineering, Sarah Bragg. Peter Clark. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science, Daniel Gibson. Joshua Levitt. Marcel Miro-Pujes. Daniel Purdy. Jamie Quigley. Nathan Richardson. Joel Stevenson. Benjamin Willis. James Wilson. Samuel Ewat. Matthew Young. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with a year in industry, Harry Burge. Ozadebame Oaya. Danny Roberts. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with Artificial Intelligence, Emilien Bevier. Alexander Dawson. Nicholas Forstner. Sam Hart. Ryan Vint. Francis Yates. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Science with Cybersecurity, Amy McCarriger. Jacob MacDonald. Ryan McQuillan Howard. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Computer Systems, Lauren Kwashi. For the degree of Postgraduate Certificate in Computer Science, Abby Markham.
Student vocal ensemble E Anonyme will now perform Don't Stop Believing by Journey, arranged by Owen Butcher.
Da 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 da.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took a midnight train going
Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. Took the midnight train going anywhere. Da 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 da. sweet perfume. For a smile they can share the night. It goes on and on and on and on. Strangers waiting.
Up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street light, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night.
Working hard to get my fill. Everybody wants a thrill. Paying anything to roll the dice.
Just one more time.
Some will win, some will lose.
Some are born to sing the blues.
No, the movie never ends. It goes
On and on and on and on. Strangers waiting. Up and down the boulevard, their shadows searching in the night. Street light, people living just to find emotion, hiding somewhere in the night. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light, people. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street light, people. Don't stop.
For the degree of postgraduate certificate in computer science, Carleen McCalla. Graham, thank you. Graham Turner. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science, Tamoor Altaf. Martha Cartwright. Thomas Clark. Vince da Silva. Jonathan Davis. Okan Denise. Egosa Ewansia Vachavas. Travis Gaffney. Matt Janu. Bethany Gilmore. Joshua Guy. Kurtas Yoksas. Samuel Jones. Alexas Kliska. Justin Mendon. Billy Mortimer. Hannah Pope. Aaron Price, Miles Raguet, Samuel Ralph, Matthew Rogan, Joshua Stafford, Shi Tong, George Tasu, Z. Thompson, Xiaocheng Wu, Xinyi Zheng, Zijun Zhou, for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science with a year in Industry, Rafael Bacalso. Aidan Barker, Aaron Christensen, Peter Clark, Rebecca Critchlow, Ray Crook, Catherine Dale, Bruno Davis, Riju D, Thomas Emerson, Jonathan Grout, Elizabeth Hodges, Samuel Hutchins, Benjamin Kelly, Jack Kershaw, Sam Kimbinyi, George Lesberil, Adam Lynch, Benjamin Marsh, Aidan Neal, Yuri Peters, Alistair Pillmore Bedford. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Computer Science with a year in Industry, Joshua Purdy. Jake Sales, Michael Shepherd, Laura Silaya, Ryan Smith, Daniela Svanapool, Luke Taylor, Hari Chandana Vajja, James Watts, Taylor Wilmot, Alex Wilmot, Emily Wisher. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Charlie Coordale Rayner. Alexander McKeeve, Annabelle Partis, Sanyul Sadikai, Aisha Shazad, Craig Smith, Yafei Shi. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science with a year in industry, Lilian Kultas. Ravinder Dosanjh, Jacqueline Eilertson, Benjamin Silverman. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Computer Systems, Yakub Gzmil. For the degree of Master of Arts in Mesolithic Studies, Amanda Rowena Satchel. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Film and Television Production, Stella Wang. For the degree of Bachelor of Arts in Social and Political Sciences, Samuel McKinnon.
It is my enormous pleasure to welcome Yang Jia, our student orator, who will speak on behalf of the class of 2022. Our student orators have been invited to speak in recognition of their hard work on behalf of the student community and commitment to their studies. Our speakers have pursued the most enriching experience they could during their time at York, as well as giving back to their community. On behalf of the class of 2022, I give you Yan Jia.
Ladies and gentlemen, graduates of 2022, honored guests, it's my great pleasure and privilege to welcome you and address you at this graduation ceremony. As a female engineer and an international student, I couldn't have wished for greater support than I have had at York. But to put that in context, let me tell you something about how I came to be here. I studied communications and then electronics at the Chinese Academy of Sciences. At the end of my courses, I thought I was set for life. I knew everything I would ever need to know. But I thought it would be good to come here to improve my English before I go into work in industry. But coming here have changed my view. And how? I now say and appreciate learning as a lifelong activity. And to all of you graduating today, I would say that you have already achieved a lot. But you should also appreciate that learning is continuous. It will never stop. And that university is the place where you learn how to learn, and that is perhaps its most lasting value. In my case, I was given the opportunity to study for a PhD in computer science department, although my prior background was in electronics and engineering management. So don't let your past decisions and history define you. There are always opportunities to try something new as long as you are willing to step out of your comfort zone. I was afforded the space, time, and support to learn new skills in machine learning and in safety engineering, then to explore their applications in healthcare. I was able to work across the spectrum from fundamental research to real-world application. seeking to apply modern knowledge to improve the treatment of critically ill patients in hospitals. So this research direction is also consistent with the aims of the university when it was set up, to apply that knowledge for the amelioration of human life and conditions, which has also been strongly evident in the work of computer science department throughout its 50 years. There are challenges in all walks of life, and I have certainly encountered them in my research. It is often said that nothing is certain in life except death and taxes. I would add mistakes and critics to that list. But don't be deterred. Indeed, we need to strive to create an environment where criticism is seen as a gift and a chance to learn rather than something offensive. So I would urge you all to do that wherever you work or study in the future. So a PhD can seem daunting, but I would say don't be scared. Here you will get the support you need, but also the freedom to develop your own skills and capabilities. Noticeably, I found everyone around me was willing to be helpful, not just my supervisors. Perhaps this is also something you can take away from your time here. Look to support others where you have the knowledge and skills to do so. In terms of personal support, I would characterize the York approach as being open-minded, presenting no barriers, and being supportive to the direction I wanted to take. The support and guidance I have had has launched me on an academic career. Without all the help, I could not have achieved so much. In short, York is a wonderful place to study, and I would heartily recommend it to anyone as a great place to broaden your skills, to develop your confidence, and to shape your future. So for those who are already here and graduating today, I want to say congratulations to all of you. You have all achieved a lot and deserve to be here, but let us not forget our family, our friends, and our supervisors who supported us and helped us to achieve the success which is being recognized today. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes I will draw proceedings to a close, but before I do, I think you'd like to join with me in expressing thanks and congratulations to a few people. First of all to Yan Jia. By the way, as of half an hour ago, Dr. Yan Jia. Fabulous. Secondly, it's always, I think, important to remember those who supported us, particularly over the recent years, and in your case, particularly through the cloud of the pandemic. Two groups in particular. The first, the entire staff of the University of York. Because remember that many of them also suffered through the pandemic. The infection did not leave them immune, or their families. And yet, I know from every student I've spoken to the impressive extent to which the staff drew together and supported and took the whole university through as a community in a way which actually many other universities fail to do. So it's the entire staff, the academic staff represented here, but the entire staff of the university. Please, would you join me in thanking them for all they've done for us? And the second group, obviously, who have made it possible for you to be here today are the family, friends, parents, children, I think, in some case. By the way, I heard one child in the back, we're recruiting very young nowadays, but I thought a very well-behaved series of interventions from the child. And I just would like to say the family who have supported you are here today, but also many of them online. Thank you for all you have done. Please, can we thank... And then finally, it's you. I mean, I cannot imagine how a computer science will change in the next 10, 20 or 30 years. I mean, the enormous skills base that you have built up will indeed grow and grow and be transformed. I just see when I look at you much of the future of good, and I hope not evil, good for humanity. And for that, we're very proud of you today. I'm going to ask everybody, please, to express our congratulations to Computer Science class of 2022. I declare this congregation for the conferment of awards to be closed. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Please be standing.